Two women blocking a door. I go outside, I sing, practice, and limit the noise in my home to not make the walls shake and to not make the sounds begin in the building where I live here in Seattle, Washington. And two men blocking a door, two women blocking a door, standing, staring. Are sad. There's no real benefit for singing anymore. There's no real benefit for even wanting to go to school anymore. These are lost dreams and boring aspirations. Maybe putting me in front of these women blocking the door and maybe some men blocking a door. Soldiers and healers, social workers, and the world. They've now begun blocking access to in their beliefs. These people who block doors, these people who stare, these people who listen, these people who prevent heat from being used in the winter and hit the wall because they are disturbed. And they want their consciousness flashy and they want their eyes to see magic, and then they want silence to recover. One woman blocking the door goes over and smokes a cigarette. Another woman blocking the door has shiny objects in her hand like knives. 200 pounds with a hijab. A short haircut woman next to her with a white stick of tobacco. Making me stop. Making me lose time, making me forget, making me know what I'm doing now, what I'm making on this video now has no significance, has no benefit for anybody but myself. And their control and their prevention are the standard. Are socially recognized as appropriate. I used to watch science fiction movies. I used to listen to science fiction radio. And now they make me not alive. They make me worry. There's a system and a process in place No psychological cognition can move. No mind, brain, and body can make better. I said to those women blocking the door, it's a free country. There's airplanes coming. It's the middle of the day. It's Friday in a rambunctious part of Seattle. And they didn't say they were listening. They didn't say any words about the sounds. They kept staring, 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 until I said flat out and bluntly, y'all are blocking me from my home. And they stared some more, and then the woman went and smoked her cigarette, and then the woman next to her with the fanciness jingled her keys a little bit, and they waddled and poddled and shoddled into smoke. There's no one to complain to about two people blocking a door. There's no worry with two women standing up to a man for no reason and declaring there needs to be some neutrality in place first, and restricted behavior for a reward. No government to talk to and find out why they still say there's a freedom available. The only freedom left remaining now on the whole planet has to do with the light, the consciousness everybody just adores. And staring and staring and staring at the light to hopefully go blind as the last natural, peaceful stimulus remaining in this country. There's no date to go on. There is no woman to start a conversation with now. There's websites, there's communities with rules and regulations and people who interact. There's neighbors who just listen and say what they hear to the police. There's people who live next door to homes and apartments now who have decided they want to live in a room in a house and then go to the person and then go to the person and go to the person and go to the person and go to the person, and then they all team up. And they're happy. They do drugs, they eat sweets. Loving one another and cherishing their time together. I haven't seen a person, a human, someone I can interact with and have a conversation with and not get distracted for probably 14 years. And maybe that's when all of Now started. Maybe everyone was going to Now so that the next Now, when I'm dead, will have the same benefit for children now who won't die from old age or cancer. The only real joy left in this world I'm talking about now has to do with prayer. Praying for a peaceful, painless death. Hopefully sooner rather than too far along. Having to talk about a freaking head covering and a woman's weight has to do with martial arts. Nobody cares about martial arts anymore unless you go to the gym, you're jacked and ripped and so strong. You can throw anybody across. And they'll land and die. Throw them down and they'll stay there now. Having a thought, having thinking have now been replaced with feeling. The mind and how it feels. The mind and how it controls what's being felt. Thinking a thought about flying a kite in the light, in the sky. Thinking and thought about how I can make progress today towards my goal of medical school now. Replaced with these memories, these bullies, these magicians, these folks, these people. And their behavior and their gesture and their constant maniacal misdirection and distraction. All because there was a person singing outside. They used to make movies about singing in the rain. They used to make movies about people learning to sing. Now people are not freely allowed to practice. And they say, the white nationalist racists, they say they are progressive. They are the future. They are the best choice and option available. It is what it is. The end.